YouTube, what is good? Welcome back to another video. We're here, man, grinding it out, playing some 2K, playing a bunch of other games. COD did just come out, so I haven't been playing 2K too much. But yeah, we've been in here still running it up, looking in the builder, you know, just making different builds, looking at different builds. And today I got a big man build that I think might just be fire. Like, it's a pretty good build, not too much of a score, but more of so like a 5-ish build, a rebounder, you know, can pass, can score if you need him to, just a little bit, but not too much of a score. But welcome back to the channel. Please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post noties, bro. What are y'all doing? Like, why? You gotta have post noties on. Like, if I upload, I should have 727 people watching the video off rip. But nah, man, let's go ahead and get right into it. Turn on post notifications so you don't miss an upload. And today we got a power forward position, and then we got the best skill as a rebounder, archetype, outlet, orchestrator. This is another Pro Toon build, and I think that's a fire build name. The build is inspired by Domantas Sabonis. You know, he plays for the Kings. He's really just a rebounder and a great passer, really good passer, great playmaker. He's not too much of a scorer, but he does all the dirty work, you know, the things that a lot of the like star players don't want to do. But description, we got interior force with elite passing abilities, can grab boards and kick off fast breaks with accurate outlets, above average score in most areas. Now, I don't know what above average means to them, but I've looked at this build already, and this is not no above average score. So, yeah, but the stature, we got 7 foot height, we got 234 pounds and a 7'8" wingspan. So this is a big boy. It's a big dude. You got really long arms. You're gonna be able to stop any big. You can run this build. It's a power forward, but you can definitely play the 5. But this is also a really good 4 build if you can run an offense centered around, like, maybe your center's a spacer for the floor, or like this build is the one setting the screen for the guards, or if you just got 3 scorers on your team, 1 through 3, and then 2 rebounders. Like, if you can make it work, this is a really good build. Or if you can shoot the low 3-pointer, this is a really good build. But you guys know how I like to do. I like to go over the important stuff on this build. We're low-key going to go through every attribute just because this build is just a little, it's not above average score. It's not an above average score, but we're gonna go through it. So up first, we got close shot, 86. I think that's pretty good for Sabonis. I like 86. You're gonna be able to get some layups off, you know, do the small stuff, you know, catch a board, get an offensive rebound, put it right back up. You'll be able to do that. Driving layup, 70. Driving dunk, 73. So like I said, above average score. I'm not too sure about that. You're not doing too much with that. You're not even getting too many animations with that, but at least you have something. So I guess that's what they mean. At least you have something. But then you get an 81 standing dunk. So you'll be able to get some dunk packages in the standing dunk area. You're still not that good of a bucket, but you're able to do something. You're not a complete scoring liability. But then you go to the post control, and you're going to get 77 post control. And like I said, you're just not, this build is not for you to score. And I'm not telling you guys to make this build. We're just reviewing it, going over it, and use it as a template if you want to. But I just want to go over it because it's got a cool build name. And I still think it's a good build, but you get 77 post control, so you're not playing out the post too much, but you're still a big build, bro. So that 77 post control, 81 standing dunk, 86 close shot is going to be really good on this 7-foot build. Then you get a mid-range 65. You're not going to be shooting the mid-range. 3-pointer 73. Now, you don't have a high 3-ball, but you don't have a very low 3-ball. So you're going to be able to put them up, especially with like a guard who has dimer higher than really dimer at all. You'll be able to make it. You're going to get set shot specialist on Bron. So I think that's decent. If you're really good at the game, you can make this build work, though. You can definitely make this build work. But then you're going to get 71 free throw, so you'll be able to shoot the free throw a little bit if you get fouled. Pass accuracy, 93. So that's where this build, that's what they really wanted with this build. As you can see, outlet, orchestrator, they want you to grab a board, throw dimes, get the ball in the post, you know, have someone set screens for a guard, off-ball screens, and then you dot it to the guard. That's really how this build should play. But you get 93 pass accuracy, 58 ball handle, 33 speed with ball. Like I said, you're not dribbling around, you're not moving around with the ball. You're in the post, or you're grabbing a rebound and you're throwing an outlet pass, or you're grabbing an offensive board and you're throwing a pass to the next open man. But on to the defense, you're going to get an 82 interior defense, which I think is pretty good. I think 82 is like low-key, if I had to pick a max without like overdoing it so that I could stop everything, I would do 82. I think 82 is really good for interior defense. You're not getting any perimeter at all. You're going to have 32, so do not get caught on the perimeter because you will be looking like Rudy Gobert versus Luka Doncic. But then you're going to get a 60 steal. So you're not really getting much perimeter-wise with this build, but you get a 93 block, which Sabonis ain't a big shot blocker, but 93 block is really, really good. You're going to get paint prodigy. You're going to get paint patroller. You're going to get chase down artist, I'm pretty sure, or high flying denier on silver. So you're gonna have some really good badges with block and the interior to go with it. You'll be able to make stops on all bigs, and you know, if a guard gets in the paint, they're not gonna be able to do much against you. But then the rebounding, which is what they really like, we're going into. Rebounding and passing is what this build pretty much is. That's Sabonis. They did a really good job of making this Sabonis, other than, well, really no, because Sabonis is not that big of a scorer. So they did a really good job of making this Sabonis. But you get an 80 offensive rebound. A lot of people are going higher offensive rebound on their builds right now. Lower defensive because it's cheaper. But I like the 80 offensive rebound because that's more realistic. And a 96 defensive rebound. Sabonis grabs boards, and he's a really good playmaker. So they did really good right here. You're going to get some really good rebounding badges. You're going to get Hall of Fame rebound chaser, gold box out beast. Like, you're going to get some really good badges with those. But then to the physicals, you get 61 speed. So of course you're slow, like you're 7-footer. You're not supposed to be fast. 61 speed, 58 agility, not the best at all. But then you get 83 strength, and once again, not the best, but not the worst. I wish this build could be a little bit heavier, a little bit stronger, but 83 strength is not bad at all. Like it's not bad. That's actually pretty good. You'll definitely be able to make that work. A lot of people put 90 plus strength and stuff, but like this works, bro. That's more than enough. And then you're going to get 77 vertical, and that's just going to help you unlock animations in your standing dunk and stuff like that, and you know, different badges. So I think the build is pretty good so far with what they did as far as the attributes. Are you offensive? No, this build is not an offensive build. This is not a scoring build. This is your rebound, passing, set screens, play through this build out the post, and he's not looking to be a scoring option, but you're running around the court, setting off balls, you know, kind of running plays. If you got a team that runs plays, this is a wonderful build. I think this build is good for 5s. You can use it on the 3s a little bit, but I would only use it in those 2 places. I wouldn't take it to the 2s, and I wouldn't take it to the 1v1 court, of course. But this is a really good build for 5s and 3s. I don't know too much for Pro-Am. I don't know if this would work out much because you can't play defense. You can play interior defense. So if you're playing the 5, I feel like this build will be pretty good, but you're not as strong. So I do think this is more so if you're setting off balls for your teammates and stuff, your team has actions that you're running. This build will work out really well. But let's go through the badges you're going to get. So you're not going to get any legend badges, but you will have Hall of Fame break starter, Hall of Fame dimer, which is crazy, and then Hall of Fame rebound chaser. That's really good. Like, those are really good badges. And then at gold, you get box out beast, float game, paint patroller, and pogo stick. Once again, really, really good gold badges. The level for those badges, I think those badges that you get there, those are really good levels. But then silver, you're going to get aerial wizard, bailout, which is a really good badge. You're going to get brick wall, high flying denier, hook specialist, off ball pest, paint prodigy, post lockdown, post powerhouse, post up poet, rise up, and versatile visionary on silver. Like, this build is a playmaking beast, bro. It really is a playmaking beast. But then bronze, you're going to get deadeye, you're going to get interceptor, physical finisher, post fade phenom, posterizer, set shot specialist, and unpluckable. So you're definitely going to be able to shoot the ball. You're definitely going to be able to hold the ball and kind of like get a bucket here and there, but this is not a like get a bucket all the time type of build. I really do like this build. We're going to hit continue, see what shades we get outside of Sabonis. We get Sabonis, Danny Manning, and Evan Mobley. I guess I don't really know who Danny Manning is. It's an old dude. But Evan Mobley, I really like this build. I think this build is fire. Outlet Orchestrator, it's a really good build name. I think the build is fire. As far as it being a Sabonis build on a grade of A to F, I would low-key give this build a B+. I think they could have gave him just a tad bit more scoring. And it would have been fine, a little bit more defense, a little bit more strength, and it would have been a good build. But as far as like usefulness, I would also give this build probably like in 5s and 3s. I would give it a B- just because you're not too much of a scoring option on a game that's like dedicated to scoring. You can't really use this build with like, or use this build and play this game with like real basketball actions because a lot of people just cheese. But I think it's still a really good build. You guys let me know, is this build fire? Is it trash? I don't think it's the best. I'm not telling you guys to make this build. But it's definitely a build that can be used if you want to make a center build that can pass the ball and be a good help to your teammates. But let me know in the comment section how you feel about the build. Is it trash? Is it good? What would you change about it? Would you not change it at all? And if you made it this far, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. And turn on post notices, bro. Like, we're gonna have a lot of builds dropping. We're gonna have a crap ton of builds dropping. But I appreciate you if you made it this far. Hit that like button. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.